Did you know with bipolar disorder, you can still feel rageful? You can still feel that manic rage even when you're not manic? Yeah, it can trigger an episode when you start to become rageful and angry. And so, how I mitigate my symptoms is I either walk away or I cry. And I hate crying in front of people. I don't like people seeing me vulnerable because people will take advantage of it. And I don't trust people. I have problems with trusting people. And so, when I start to feel rageful, it can trigger an episode. And how I feel rageful is when someone calls me out on my name. It doesn't have to be some real shit. Even if it is real shit, I still get upset. But even if it's not, I get even more upset when people are lying on my name or trying to call me out. So what do I do in those periods? I feel a burning sensation throughout my whole body. Think about it as in drinking alcohol. And I'm not advocating for people with bipolar disorder to drink alcohol because it can cause an episode. And so when you drink alcohol, you feel that burning sensation throughout your whole body. You feel like a heartburn, a pain and weight on your chest. And I feel those things. I feel those things throughout my entire body. I feel like parts of my brain are shutting down because all I'm in is fight or flight. And that's completely fight when I'm just sitting in that situation and not doing something to mitigate that situation. And so when I feel that way, I start to feel like I'm in the back seat. I'm in the car, but I'm not the one driving. I'm in the back seat of my body. And I start to say the wildest things. I start to forget parts of my memory. When you drink, you can forget parts of your memory. Yeah, when you're rageful, you can forget parts of your memory. But I start feeling this adrenaline rush, like feels like I'm just opening up. My muscles feel tense, and it's normal for being angry for your muscles to be tense, but to that level, it's not typical. And with bipolar disorder, it can be typical. And so why does this happen when I'm euthymic? Well, this happens because I still have bipolar reactions. I still have those reactions to things and situations because my mind is used to that kind of pathway. So when my mind's gone around and around the same area of how I react to something, it starts to be an automatic response, right? And so if I feed into that response, that's when I start feeling those somatic symptoms and when I start getting into that kind of rageful episode. And so it can trigger a manic episode. And so what are some reactions you guys have? Because it's just so much and it's difficult to deal with, But, in everyday life, we really have to learn how to mitigate those symptoms because it can cause us not to be able to live a full life. Like, not to say that we're going to die from rage, but what I'm saying is that it can interrupt and cause impairment in different areas of our lives. So, yeah.